Hello and welcome back to Lorfan Gaming Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. I'm your host Lorfan. In this Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 build video, we're making the Handmaiden Echani build for the light side. As always, like, comment, and subscribe my channel for more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 builds like this. Do not forget to hit that notification bell so be updated much more. Now, here's the pros and cons of this build. Due to the fact you have very high strength, you're going to do a lot of damage. Now with Echani feats, they stack with unarmed attacks, so you get a lot more damage out of that. You have a lot of feats, seriously, a lot to pick from. Equip almost any armor in the game. I'm using Rose for that dex bonus. Now, con is, since you have so many feats, about towards the end, a few of them will be actually wasted since you already got all the good ones. And you're a frontline fighter, you're going to have to depend on crowd control to do some serious damage and buffs as well. So let's go ahead and level up Handmaiden. This section will cover level 7 to 10 as a soldier. Yes, Handmaiden's default class is a soldier. So let's keep on going. As for skills, we can only do awareness. Yeah, we're skill starved for a soldier. Let's go over feats. Here's the deal. We cannot do two weapon fighting at all. Yeah, seriously, we can't. Instead, we're going to do is dueling. So dueling is this. You're getting +1 attack and +1 defense. That's not only useful for normal weapons, also for unarmed combat. So we get those bonuses well with that. So let's go ahead and select that. We're going to go down the line for that big time. So Handmaiden's going to definitely benefit from those feats. And we got Unarmed Specialist 1 and 2. And yeah, the Unarmed Specialist, like I said before, will stack with Echani feats. So you get that nice extra damage with her just fist fighting. And that's about it for level 7. So now we're at level 8. Every character levels of 4. You get yourself, you guessed it, a free attribute point. No different than Handmaiden. So let's go ahead and get her just that. Now we're going to focus first on getting her constitution up there so she can equip all the implants in the game. We're going to squeeze some, I say, attributes out of those implants. Put a point for awareness. That's the only thing we could do. Now, you see Echani Strike 1, that is 1 to 4 extra damage. That will go up along with your unarmed strikes. So improved dueling is you get +2 to attack and +2 defense. Again, applies to unarmed combat. So we get that nice extra defense just bare knuckling it. Now we're at the soldier class for Handmaiden at level 9. So let's go ahead and do that. We're getting the 20 and stop there. So let's do awareness. Let's see here. Put that there. As for feats. Oh, good. You guessed it. Go ahead and, of course, if I remember right, get that Master Duelist. So Master Duelist gives you +3 to attack and +3 to defense. That +3 defense is nice. All we have to do is just put our fist up and that's it. Which is a good thing. So we get a chance to hit, which is +3 as well. Which is good. That should be it for this very level. Now we're Handmaiden to level 10 for the soldier class. So she's starting to do well. We just picked her up from Telos, which is a good thing. Now, she's only for, I should say, definitely male characters. If you're playing a female character, you get Disciple. Now we get Unarmed Specialist 3, so that adds 3 to 12 when we use unarmed attacks. Add that Echani feats to it, it does a bit more. So let's go ahead and see what we could get. I'm going to go ahead and do his Master Power Attack. That's +12 to damage, but your attack rolls are -3. Your critical hit multiplier increases by 1, so it'll be a 3x or so, and you can push back your foes. It also stacks on the pushback with the Echani Strike, which is good. That's about it for this very level. The next set of levels is level 11 to 20. We'll start off with level 11 as a soldier. This is the last time as a soldier with this phase. So let's go over skills. Awareness, very simple, very easy. Yeah, your soldier class, you don't get much skills. Echani Strike 2, let's go over this. Now, this adds 2 to 8 extra damage. It gives you about 50% chance to knock down your foes. This is real good if they fail their fortitude save. You not only knock them down, if they're knocked down, someone like Adam could do a sneak attack. Now, let's see here. Let's go do Master Toughness. So you get the previous 2 feats bonuses, and that's the extra shave off 10% damage on, of course, hit points. And you get hit point 1 vitality points per level retroactive. So you take it at 20, you get 40. Thanks to 1 and 2. Just want to point that out. So now we're at level 11 for soldier. Or say 12. Sorry, my mistake. Level 12. Every level's a 4. You get yourself a free attribute point. Let's go ahead and do Constitution. So let's do his awareness. That's the one thing we could do. Very simple in the skill department. Now, let's go ahead and see which one we get to pick. I'm going to go ahead and do is regenerate vitality points. So this way, in between battles, we're like halfway vitality points or so. We regenerate that before going to the next combat phase. And that's about it for level 12. Now we get Handmaiden to, you guessed it, level 13 as a soldier. So we're moving her up very nicely in the levels. And also the influence is really high as well. And yeah, every few levels you got to duel her. You want to do that for influence points. Oh yeah, skill is awareness. So anyways, let's go ahead and pick a feat. Let's do his flurry. So flurry does is you get extra attack per round. However, you get -2 defense and -4 penalty to attack rolls. In other words, you miss more often than not. Don't worry, we're going to go ahead and get rid of those penalties eventually one day. Now we get Handmaiden, you guessed it, to level 14. So let's get this Echani build done. Let's go ahead and get skill awareness. Simple as that. Seriously. As for feats, we get Unarmed Specialist 4. Now, Unarmed Specialist 4, that's 3, so that's 3 to 12. And that one is, yeah, there's your Echani Strike. If I remember right, that is 4 to 16 damage. You get stacks, which is a good thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Improved Flurry. So now the penalty is dropped down -1 defense and -2 penalties to attack rolls. However, you get that extra attack per round, which is good, or extra melee attack per round, I should say more properly. And yeah, that does count for fist fighting as well. That's about it for this level. Now we're at level 15 for the soldier class for Handmaiden. So she's really out there knocking out foes like crazy or knocking them down, which is a good thing. Put a point for awareness. Very simple. As for feats, we're going to do is Master Flurry. So this does is no penalties, and you still get the extra melee attack during that round, which is a good thing. So we're start building up our resume in that department, which is great. So let's go ahead and do that. And that's about it. Now we're going to get Handmaiden to 16. So every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. 16 is one of those 4s, especially for a soldier class. Put a point in Constitution. We're going to get that to 20. So this way we work on our strength. As for skills, let's do awareness. There you go. As for feats itself, let's see what we could get. Let's do is improve conditioning. So instead of +1 to all saving throws, now you get +2 to all saving throws, which is good. We'll start building up that saving throw resume, which helps out big time in case we're facing against a Sith that loves to use force powers like crazy. Now we're at level 17 for the soldier class for Handmaiden, so we're getting closer to 20. We're going to stop at 20, then go through the motions, of course, getting the, I should say, influence done. Put a point in awareness, and that's it. So let's go over Echani Strike number 3. So Echani Strike number 3 is 3 to 12 extra damage, has 20% chance of knocking your foes silly to the ground if they fail their forward 2 saves. That 3 to 12 adds to, you guessed it. Let's click here. Where's that at? Okay, yeah, there it is. That adds to the forward 16 points of extra damage. So that is a good thing. That's about it for this level. Now we're at level 18, so we're getting closer to 20. So a good idea at this time to get to level 18 and spar with her if you want to. Put a point in awareness. You'll thank me later. As for feats, we get Unarmed Specialist 5. Our next stop is 5 to 20 extra points of damage. Now you add the Echani feat to it. That is about, you guessed it, 3 to 12 extra points of damage, which is a good thing. Echani Strike goes up to 3, but you know what? The other one doesn't. Master Conditioning, so instead of +2 to all saving throws, now it's +3. Replaces the other 2 feats, which is a very good thing. That's about it for this level. Now we're at level 19, so let's go ahead and get Handmaiden at level. Unfortunately, no feats for this level, so it's very simple, just awareness, and that's about this level. It's a very short level, but that's fine. So let's get to the next one, shall we? Now we get Handmaiden to level 20 for the soldier class. Last time is a soldier class for this level. So every level of 4, get yourself a free attribute point, so like Christmas. Put that point in the Constitution, it'll be at 18, so we get to wear all implants, which is good. As for skills, awareness, let's go ahead and do that. As for feats itself, let's see here. We got the fist fighting the last time for that for a while, so it'll slow down until we get beyond level 20. Now, dual strike is this. If Handmaiden and you attack the same target, you get a +2 bonus to a hit, which is very good, and that's about it for this level. So from this point on, do not level 21 and beyond. Just go ahead and boost up her influence until she becomes a Jedi Guardian. Now, if you did not do any EXP farming tricks like mines and such, you stop at 30. This section will cover level 21 to 30. Now we're at Jedi Guardian level 1 for her, so we'll put a point in awareness. That's the only thing we could do. So after all the influence, she gets a new class. Very useful. Let's see here. Jedi Defense. This is for deflections. Probably useful. There is actually a Jedi power. You use your hands to deflect things. Force Jump we're really not going to use because we're not using lightsabers. Jedi Sense. This does is boost of our defense. +2 at level 1 and other levels you get +2 on that. I'm doing regenerate force points, so this way we regenerate our force points faster when we buff and lock down enemies. Don't worry about the unarmed attacks, so when we become a Jedi at level 22, which we will with this build, we'll get the next one. First of all, we're going to go ahead and do heal, which heals 5 points of damage, plus your charisma and wisdom modifiers, and force valor. So force valor does this, gives you +2 to physical attributes, and of course save throws. The force valor is for everyone. One's a healing one, one's a buffer. So you definitely want to start out with these two. This is really important. Write down those notes on those, and that's about it for this level. Now, Handmaiden's going to be character level 22, Jedi Guardian level 2. So we did a lot of good choices. Her light side mastery is +3 strength. Just want to tell everybody that. Put a point in awareness, and that's it. As her feats were force sensitive for her, that means 40 extra force points, which is a good thing. Yeah, because we decided to teach her way the force, and also use her Echani build to kick some butt with it. Now, improved dual strike is this. So if you and Handmaiden attack the same target, she gets a +4 bonus to hit, which is real good, especially with this build. That means her blows will land more often than not. Burst of speed. So burst of speed is this. What this does is give you 2 defense and double movement speed, which is good. It's a self buff. It's real useful. Now, Handmaiden's going to be character level 23, Jedi Guardian level 3. So let's go ahead and do that. Put a point of awareness. This is going to be very simple for skills. So, no, we're not going to do dual wielding. So instead, we're doing Master Dual Strike. So if Handmaiden, you attack the same target, she gets +6 to bonus to hit, which is a good thing. That's what you want. Let's move on to the next part, which is powers. Now, improved healing as Handmaiden heals 15 points of damage plus her charisma and, of course, wisdom modifier and the character level as well. Now, Handmaiden is going to be character level 24, Jedi Guardian 4. So every level's 4 for character levels, you get a free attribute point. It's like a nice present. Just remember that. So we're done with Constitution. Now we're going to boost up strength for the rest of the time. People say dexterity, but unarmed strike is more of strength, so we're going to go with that. As for skills, let's do awareness, which is 26. Powers, let's do is Master Heal. So Master Heal is 15 points of vitality heal plus your charisma wisdom modifier and ×2 of your character level, which is nice. She'll be a good backup hero with that. Handmaiden's going to be character level 25, Jedi Guardian 5. So let's go ahead and do that. Put a point of awareness. Simple as that. Very easy. Very simple. So now we're going to have to decide what feats we could get. No, we're not getting lightsabers. Nah. We're not going to do that nonsense. So let's see here. We got some good options we get to pick and choose from. Instead, I like to start one of the last few feats, which is critical strike. So normally a critical hit, you have to roll 20. Now with this feat, when you use it, you roll 19 or 20, you get a critical hit. However, your defense drops to 5, and if your foes cannot, do a certain save, a fortitude save, they get stunned. Then someone like Adden could do a sneak attack against them. Remember that. Now what we're going to do is Night Valor. So this gives you +3 to saving throws and physical attributes, and now you're immune to poison. Everybody gets that. It's a party favor force power. Light side too. I forgot to add. We're at character level 26, Jedi Guardian 6. So let's go ahead and get Handmaiden that. Now we get unarmed specialist again, but we have the other one, so it'll take the highest. Put a point in awareness. Powers. Let's go ahead and do is let's see here. Master Valor. So you get 5 points of saving throws and physical attributes. You're also immune to poison. This lasts 20 seconds. Better than the previous one. It's a good party favor for the light side. Now, Handmaiden's going to be character level 27, Jedi Guardian 7. Lucky number 7, just saying. So let's go ahead and do skills. Let's do his awareness. That's one thing we could do. Sorry about that. As for feats, let's do his improved critical strike. So when you roll 18 to 20, you get a critical hit. Now, it'll be -5 defense. However, if your foes fail fortitude save, they get stunned. And once again, Atten will come in and, of course, do sneak attacks after that. They make a good combination sometimes. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's hit the powers. Okay, let's see what we get for Handmaiden. Now let's get Night Speed. So she gets 4 defense, double movement speed, and of course 1 extra attack per round. It's a self buff, one at best for your Jedi or Sith in the entire game. And that should do it for this level. Now we're at character level 28, Jedi Guardian 8. So every level's a 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. It's like Christmas. I'm reminding everybody that. Something looking forward to positive. Put that point in strength, so I have 16 strength mod +3, which is good. As for skills, awareness, now you have 30 awareness, so you get to craft almost all the awareness stuff, which is nice. As for force powers, let's see here what we could get. We're going to go ahead and grab Master Speed. So Master Speed is 2 attacks per round, 4 defense, and double your movement speed. That's what we really want with this build. That's what we're really going for. So let's hit OK, and now that's about it for this level. Let's move on next one. Now we're at, character level 29, Jedi Guardian 9. We're sweeping the levels, like sweeping the leg. Skills, awareness, there you go. Simple as that. Feats, let's go over that. Now, Master Critical Strike is this. When activated, this quadruple critical threat range. Also, in other words, at 17 to 20, you need on the dice roll, get a critical hit. -5 defense, but you stun your foes. And it could do a critical strike after that. So let's go ahead and start with, let's see here, stun droid. So a stun droid does is locks down one droid. If they resist, they don't get stunned. They take some damage. If they resist, they take half the damage, which is good. Now we're at level 30, Jedi Guardian 10 for Handmaiden. So she's learned the way of the Force the rightful way. Well, unarmed specialist, that's a lower tier one. Put a point of awareness. As for powers, we'll do his Disabled droid. This is AoE version of stun droid. It'll lock them down. If they resist, they take half damage. They don't get stunned at all. But it's good against droids, though, nonetheless. Now, next one is level 31 to 40, starting out with character level 31. So if you use any tricks, that's fine. You have the restoration mod, you get to 35. So level 31, we get, I should say, awareness. As for feats itself, let's see here. We have to start scraping. So this is the downside of the build, is scraping for what feats we have to get. So only one I could definitely get is not caution, empathy. So empathy gives you +1 skill points to persuade, awareness, and treat injuries. Since we only got awareness, we'll get that. The other two are nope. So we got lightsaber forms. As always, experiment with that. We're not using lightsabers anyway, so we're using our fist. Destroy droids, a very powerful AoE type of force power used on droids. You lock them down, you do a lot of damage. If they resist, they don't get locked down. Instead, they take half. Now we're at character level 32, Jedi Guardian 12. Every level's a 4. You get yourself a free attribute point. And it's a wonderful world. Ignore Master Force Jump. That's lightsaber use only. We're not that, so put a point in the strength. Yep, that's right. We're pumping up that strength from here on out. As for skills awareness, that's the only thing we could do. Sorry. Another lightsaber form if you want to go that route, but we're not. Now, stun, this will lock down your enemies. It'll freeze them into place. Some folks could resist it. If they fail their saving throws, they get locked down. If not, nothing happens. So, let's go ahead and get Handmaiden to level 33 character level. And let's do that. Put a point in awareness. Seriously. As for feats itself, let's see here. Where is that? So, we're going to do is improve empathy. Instead of +1, now you get +2 bonus to awareness. That's the only thing we'll get from this feat, but that's fine with me. And as for powers, yeah, another lightsaber stance. We're using our fist with this build. Stasis is much more powerful than stun. It'll lock a foe down into place. If they succeed in their wisdom save or so, they resist it. Otherwise, you lock them down. Now we're at character level 34, so let's go ahead and do that. That's Jedi Guardian 14. On our specialists, ignore that. We have that much more better feat than that. There you go. As for powers, we get Force Channel. That we could switch to. Now, Stasis Field's an AoE version of the previous one. It locks down a whole bunch of organic foes into place. Light side power, they'll be frozen. By the time they're frozen, someone like Atten could, of course, shoot them up. Now, that could be resisted, of course, as well, just saying. So, let's go ahead and look at the feats, see if there's anything up there. No, we're not level 18 yet, so you always want to check. We're at level 14. And there, let's go move to the next one. Now we're at character level 35, Jedi Guardian to 15. We're closely aiming out the levels for both classes. Put a point in awareness. Seriously, you'll thank me later. It's the only thing we could do anyways. As for feats itself, so we have to go ahead and do Master Empathy. Instead of +2, you get +3 bonuses to awareness. Any awareness skills and such, which is good. As for powers, okay, let's see here what we could get. Now we have to make some tough choices. Battle Meditation. This does give you and your party +2 attack rolls, +2 damage, and +2 will saves, and boosts up your vitality point regeneration, which is good. Now we're at character level 36, Jedi Guardian 16. So every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. And guess what we're putting that into? You guessed it, strength. And because of that, our mod for that is, you guessed it, +4. Just like Constitution, that'll be higher eventually than the Constitution one. Awareness, put a point into that. Let's see here. Force powers. Let's do is improve battle meditation. You get the bonuses from the previous one. However, if any enemies step through a fellow will save, they get -2 to attack, -2 to damage, -2 to will saves, and that'll be make them easier to lock them down. It's a great thing. So good idea to have Handmaiden always cast that, and she succeeds. Then the good times roll, and someone like your main character or Craig can lock them down easier. Now we're at character level 37, Jedi Guardian to 17. So we're really doing it, everyone. We're really leveling it up. Put a point in awareness, and there you go. As for feats itself, so let me see here. I'm trying to think for a second. Yeah, we're started scrape. I got all the dual strikes, all that. I'm not going to get any other extra ones we need, so we'll have to go ahead and look for things to pick. And yeah, I hate to say it. I could have did Jedi defenses, but nah, we're not going to pick caution or empathy. That's totally useless. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the Master 2 weapon fighting. We're not going to use it, but still at this time, we got all the feats what we really wanted. I could have gone the a lightsaber deflection one, but oh well. Master Battle Meditation. So now this Aurora will do is +4 to attack rolls, damage, and will saves, and that regeneration is still there. Foes step into it. They fail a will save to get -4 to attack rolls, -4 to damage, and -4 to will saves, which will be making them much more able to be locked down or something like that, or debuffed too. That's about it for this level. So let's move on to the very next one, shall we? Now we're at character level 38, Jedi Guardian 2. You guessed it, 18. So we're starting to do well with Handmaiden. She's starting to really kick some serious butt. We have Unarmed Specialist 5, just like the previous one before we did a class change. Put a point in awareness. As for powers, let's do is Revitalize. So this does is when one of your party members is down, you go ahead and use this force power on them. They get revived with 5% of their vitality intact. And yeah, there's your feats there. And yeah, we got the feats we're all caught up with there. So we're at character level 18 for either one of them. So from here on out, I'll start reading the damage and more on that. So let's go ahead and level up. You guessed it, to level 39 next. So let's go ahead and do it. And there's your fist damage, which is going to be higher. Now we're going to go ahead and get Handmaiden to character level 19. Jedi Guardian 19, character level 39. Sorry. Awareness 41. I'm on a roll, by the way. I'm not stopping. So we're going to have to pick some feats. So at this time, we're not going to do that. No, those are useless. Let's see here. I'm going to have some fun. No, we're not going to do precise. That's for blasters. And yeah, the next one's going to be 26 for the next fist fighting one or so. Or I think it's 22. I don't know. We'll just do stealth run for giggles. She has points in stealth. So when she uses the belt, she gets to run as when she's stealthing. All right, improve revitalize is this. Instead of one person get revived, if 2 of your party members are down, you pop this sucker. They both get revived, and they get 5% of their vitality back as well from that. And yeah, see, there's the stealth there. That's why I picked it for giggles. Now we're at character level 40, Jedi Guardian to 20. So every level of 4, you get yourself a free, you guessed it, attribute point. This is some serious business here. We're going to put a point in the strength. So eventually that'll be 21 strength. It'll be odd, but I say equipment, I think light side influence and such will be really up there. Put a point in awareness. Master Revitalize, instead of 5% of their vitality to get back any allies who are down, it's 10%, which is a good thing, and that should definitely finish off this level. Let's get to the last set of levels, shall we? This next section will cover the final 10 levels from level 41 to 50. Let's start off with character level 41, Jedi Guardian 21. Now it's going to overlap the soldier levels. As for skills, we're going to do awareness. Again, very easy for the skill department. For feats, let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and look. Yeah, we at this point, yeah, we're scraping the barrel, folks. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and just do melee weapons. We're not going to really use them, but still, we got all the important feats. Seriously, we did. So we got to wait to, I say, Jedi Guardian 22 to get the next fist fighting one. So now we're going to go ahead and pick some, I say, force powers, and I'm going to go ahead and do his shock. So shock is a single damage force ability that does 1 to 6 points of damage with some modifiers that can resist that, and it'll cost more since Handmaiden is a light side character. Now we're at character level 42, Jedi Guardian 22. Simple as that. So let's go ahead and do just that. I'm on Specialist 6. Let's see here. Put a point in awareness. There you go. As for powers, we're going to do his Force Lightning. This will be a frontal arc type of damage. 1 to 6 damage per character level. Plus your modifiers. If your foes resist it, they take half. It's a very good dark side power, but many I would say it's definitely on that. It'll cost more since you're a light side character. So let's go over that. Let's see, where's it at. There's your Echani Strike, 3 to 12 damage. And if I remember correctly, this one does 6 to 24 damage. Add that, you do a lot of damage. And yeah, see, it's now up to 17 to 47 worth of damage. I haven't got the great gear yet, though, folks, but you'll see the damage really up there sooner or later. Now, Handmaiden's going to be character level 43, Jedi Guardian 23. So we're moving up on the Jedi levels now, which is good. So let's go ahead and do it. As for skills, awareness, simple as that. I could have did treat injury. Both are very good, but I'd rather have her spot things for me. I'm a bit lazy, but that's all right. Weapon specialization, I'm just adding that for giggles. I could add the other ones for giggles as well. Since we got basically everything I felt like we need. Eventually, I'll probably work on that for giggles. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and start with more of the dark side powers as well. So what we're going to do is Force Storm. So this is 1 to 6 points of damage. Plus your modifiers. It's AoE, very powerful. And foes resist that. They take half the damage. But I call it a room clear. Especially for your Jedi Masters or your Sith Lords. Just trust me on that. That's about it for this level. Now we're at character level 44, Jedi Guardian 24. So every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. This is one of the last 2 levels where it's going to be in this section for that. Put a point in the strength. So now you have, you guessed it, 20 strength. Put a point in awareness too. Very simple. As for powers, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and do his force deflection. This will deflect blaster damage away from you. That's the only thing it could do. It cannot deflect it back to a foe. This is automatic. It always happens with Handmaiden. It's very useful. It's like Darth Vader tossing the blaster back at Han or something like that. I say blaster damage. You get the point. Now we're at character level 45. That is Jedi Guardian 25. We're almost halfway through the 40s, which is good. Let's see here. Skills, awareness. Simple as that. As for feats, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. This will... I have some choices to do, but let me see. I'm just looking. Yeah, take your time looking because it's going to be the last time doing some feats. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and just do lightsaber for giggles. Now, as for powers, force reflection. So again, this is automatic. It'll not only deflect the blast against foes back, but it's also prove an extra +3 in deflection rolls, which is nice. So if someone try to blast at you, you deflect them back at them automatically. Since Handmaiden is just using her fist, this is perfect for this build. The other build's not so much since you have your lightsaber for that. And let's see here. Okay, this one here is 6 to 24 extra damage. Oh, that's a previous level. Anyways, we're at character level 46, Jedi Guardian 26. So we get that feat. Unarmed Specialist, yep, there you go, another one. Awareness 48. Powers, we got the deflection back. Let's go ahead and scare some people. So fear will lock them into place. It's a dark side power, costs more, but if they resist it, nothing happens. If not, they stay into place all cowering. So let's go ahead and look at the unarmed strike, the feat itself. That damage is, let's see here. This does is 7 to 28 points of damage. Add your Echani feat to it. You do a lot of fist fighting damage. See, 19 to 52. Just having those feats, which is really nice. Now we got Handmaiden. You guessed it, to level 47, or I should say Jedi Guardian 27. So skills, awareness. That is simple. Almost to 50 with that. Feats, let's see here. Okay, I'm looking. Let's get the weapon specialization lightsaber. Let's just get that out of the way. For giggles, again. Now, Horror, this is AoE version of Fear. It locks into place. Some foes can be immune to it. If they resist, nothing happens. If not, they freeze, and you can do sneak attack damage against them, like, for example, with Atten or one of your main characters. Now, Handmaiden is going to be character level 48, Jedi Guardian 28. This last time for your every level of 4, you get yourself a free attribute point. Only thing we can do is strength, so we're going to go ahead and do it with our +3 influence max. It'll be even up in the items as well. Put a point of awareness in Sandy. Much more harder to resist than, of course, Horror. It's AoE fear. They get hit with it. They hold their heads. They're afraid of you. And then you can do a lot of damage against them. It's a dark side power too, I forgot to mention. Now we're at character level 49, Jedi Guardian 29. It's one of the last 2 levels, so for skills, it's awareness, it's above 50. Your guy's tier for that. So I'm going to go ahead and see which one I'm going to do for giggles. I got nothing else left. I could did deflection too, but yeah. By the time that happens, your foes are done. So screw it, let's do deflection. +3 bonus to deflection rolls, which is good. Now what we're going to do is force suppression. It removes the first 2 tiers of your force buffs on your foes and removes the first 3 tiers of inspire followers, which is great. It's a debuff, removes buffs, that's all we want, and it's a universal power. Now we're going to get to character level 50, Jedi Guardian 30, so it's last time for that. So let's do it. So unarmed specialist, we got the last one. I'll go over that after leveling up, of course. So skills awareness, that's at 52, so you're good with that. As for powers, let's see here. Let's go ahead and do Force Breach. It removes all force buffs on your foes, including all the 6 tiers of Inspire followers, which is very nice. So let's hit the OK button and accept. So let's go ahead and talk about this one. It does 8 to 32 extra damage. Add the Echani strike. You're a powerhouse. See, we have 2056 damage without any other strength stuff. And that's about it for Handmaiden from level 7 to 50. Next up is suggested party members. Now for Handmaiden, your influence increase, if you max it out, is +3 strength. If you also did that as well, you should get yourself a feat that will use your, wisdom modifier to your defense. And it's a very good combination with Handmaiden, so if she stuns a foe, he does sneak attacks. Valder, I'd probably say he's more of a crafter, so leave him at the ship. As for Mandalore, they're a good team up, especially for the team split part. Correa is a great combination with Handmaiden since she could lock things down, and Handmaiden can beat the living crap out of foes. Fist is good too if you do the wisdom build, but if you do more of a dex melee build, it's alright. Mira is a great combination with Handmaiden since she blasts from afar, while Handmaiden finishes him off. T3 and 4 is good for a little bit, but you'll leave the little droid behind after that city planet. HK47 more of a dark side playthrough, so I say skip. Handhar, same thing as well. We know Handhar does some nice melee damage. Gyro, if you want to try with Handmaiden, it's alright, but I wouldn't recommend it. So, what's my party suggestion? Atten Handmaiden, or your main character as a heavy force user, or I should say is, if not, then it's Kreia, Handmaiden, and your main character as a frontline fighter. Either way, Handmaiden fits nicely in the party if you want to go with some of the routes, especially when your team splits up. You should have her on that team as well. So next up is Gear Vice. I'm going to have to always say this disclaimer. In Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, equipment and items are RNG, random on generation. So in other words, they could be randomly found in boxes, enemies, or rewards, or other things as well. Shops too. Now, if you go to Telos, for example, on level 8 to 10, you get items around that level range. If you go Dantooine, for instance, level 50, you get items from 30 to 35 level range as well. Now, we're going to be focusing on mainly, I say, equipment. I'm not going to go with armor this time. I'm using robes since that's better for Handmaiden. She has high defense anyways. And we're not going to focus on weapons either because she doesn't need any. Because, yeah, you look at that. That damage is 23 to 69. That's without any force power. She has high strength thanks to that. So let's go ahead with suggested equipment. Now, for implants, you want the physical boost D package plus 3 strength, constitution, dexterity. Requires 18 constitution to use. If you cannot find any of those, look for the low version of those. As for headgear, conscious helm. Requires medium armor feet. Handmaiden already has that. She has all 3. Plus 1 defense and plus 2 constitution. You cannot find something like that. Look for something similar or dexterity on them. Now, gloves are going to be different since we're focusing on, you guessed it, unarmed bonuses. Lightning gloves, 2 to 12 electric damage when unarmed, plus 1 attack when unarmed. Resistance 10 slash versus electric. If you cannot find any other ones, there is a glove out there that is unarmed and unstoppable, which is, I think, is 1 to 10 extra damage on that. So those 2 gloves are good. Arms and shields, Verpine prototype shield. Absorbs the following for 170 points total. Electric, sonic, cold, heat, and electric. Also look for the melee ones as well for the other hand. Or I should say arms, I should say, actually. And that's the Mandalorian ones. I think they absorb 100 points worth of blunt piercing and slashing damage. So let's move on to the belts. As for the belt, you want the GNS Strength Enhancer. Plus 4 strength it gives you. Cannot find any other belt. Look for any other strength ones that's lower than that. If you're really unlucky, resistant types. Let's move on to the robes. I found out robes are the best way to go with this build. You could use, of course, I say Jedi armor if you want to, then put your strength and constitution underlays there, or overlays. But here we go. Handmaiden robe. Defense plus 3, plus 2 charisma. You get through dialogue when speaking with Handmaiden. In other words, you'll say put on some clothes. When you have clothes on, you talk about it a bit, and then she wears the robes. That's yours to get. There's a certain trick with that. Look on YouTube. I'm not going to explain about that. Here's your upgrades. For the overlay, you want the armor plating overlay 2. Gives you plus 1 reflex saves and 4 stealth. Requires 11 to craft and repair. I say your main character could do that for her. Environmental underlay 5 for the underlays, which gives you 30% versus cold and fire. Resist slash versus cold and fire. You could also go for the bio one, which gives you plus 3 constitution and health regen as well. I should say vitality regen. Either one of those are good. Requires demolition 26 to craft. Have someone like Etten or Bail Dur if he's a crafter. That's about it for equipment. Now, next up is combat and tactics. As always, make sure everybody's buffed up. If you're locking down foes, like for example with heavy force users, go ahead and do so. Once that happens, they're locked down such. Make sure Handmaiden is definitely using force speed. Since everybody else cannot do it, let's go ahead and lock down more foes. Once they're locked down, then send in Handmaiden basically to kick some serious butt. So let's go ahead and do some buffs. Have that nice, of course, Force Aurora. Yeah, not Force Aurora, I mean Battle Meditation. You get the point. And also Speed 2, I already did that as well. Once you're fighting, all you need to do is just use Master Flurry. About 2 or 3 of those, and they're gone. Sometimes I one-shot foes like crazy. And yeah, do keep up the crowd control. That is really important, folks, because once they're locked down, Handmaiden could do some extra damage. They won't move. Handmaiden does the damage. She wins. Simple as that. See? She does a lot of damage while everybody else is playing catch-up. So basically, Handmaiden is a real powerful fighter on the front lines. She can knock them out big time or help knock out your foes. That's about it for the combat and tactics demonstration of this build. Let's go ahead and go over final advice, shall we? Now, when you do start out with Handmaiden, she won't have much of the fist fighting, I should say, feats, but as she gets down the line with levels, she will later on. Once she does do that class change, unfortunately, yeah, she'll lose some levels in that. However, once she gets to the last 10 levels, that damage is going to be really up there. Make sure she has strength items. If you need to, strength stems helps as well. When your foes are locked down, that's basically it for your enemies with Handmaiden fighting, because she'll TKO them. Another thing as well is if you have, like, for example, a heavy melee fighter, like for example a Jedi Weapon Master or Sith Marauder, you can use Handmaiden to help finish off the foes or weaken them enough so this way your main character of those 2 prestige classes owns. This is it from my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 Handmaiden Echani light side build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more Star Wars content just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube's suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. May the Force be with you.